Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you guys part 26 of Uchiha Naruto, the Sage. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. Share it to all of your friends on your social media platform. Turn on that bell notification, stay posted. And if you haven't yet, switch across my main channel, Anime King, and enjoy over 400 lovely what ifs. And I also gonna be posting 2 what if on my main channel tonight. So remember to stay in tune and enjoy. And if this is the first time you're hearing my voice, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family. Thank you for your help and your support. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain. You satisfy the rage in me. So, mainly in the last part, Naruto faced off against Orochimaru, showing Orochimaru the vast difference in their power. But Naruto was still holding back a lot. He now possessed the eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, and after training for 2 years and 8 months, Naruto has become a great deal stronger, but he was holding back a lot in his fight with Orochimaru. Orochimaru managed to escape because he knew that he couldn't finish off Naruto. He grabbed Kabuto and ran away. As Zetsu then appeared beside Naruto, you know if you go all out, you could have killed him at any time. Yeah, I know. But next time I see him, he will be dead. Naruto then found Karin, as he tells Zetsu to bring her back at the hideout. And a Leaf Village envoy, her whole squad was defeated, and Naruto came there and saved her. The last thing she saw was his golden hair as she passed out. So let's continue the story. Uchiha was inside of a boat as she stirred up that could only carry 2 passengers and a sailor. The sailor was a clone Naruto. She groaned as she raised her head. The pain that consumed her body, it all faded away. Her head hurt though, and her mouth felt dry. She then looked at her hands and saw that they were bandaged. Most of her body was bandaged. As far as she could remember, her body was covered in wounds and blood. She peeked inside of her shirt and realized that she was also bandaged, and she did not recognize the shirt that she was wearing. As realization set in, her heart began to beat faster than normal. As she recalled, she has been running away because her team was ambushed. As the thought of the pursuers capturing her, she quickly looked up and saw that she was surrounded by water. A lot of water. She saw that she was inside of a boat, as her thoughts of she being sold to work as a sex worker for a next country, or a slave for some fat rich man. Those kind of thoughts ran rampant in her head. While Naruto stood up there, as he found the situation amusing, seeing her looking around. "You're finally awake," Naruto said, as she looked up and tensed as she looked at the direction where the voice came from. As it then clicked to her, she remembered someone defeating all of the ninjas who were chasing her, and she was caught by that blonde hair. As she saw his sharingan eyes, a forehead protector of Konoha, and a bright red samurai armor, and whisker marks on his cheeks. Her eyes widened as she got a clear look at the person. There was no mistaking it. It was Naruto. As soon as she said the name, she couldn't believe this was Naruto, the son of the 4th Hokage, in front of her. Due to her envoy status, she knew that Naruto was missing from Konoha radars. To think that she was the one to found him when she was not even looking for him. As she felt somehow relieved that Naruto was the one who saved her. And the fact that he still wears Konoha forehead protector, that means he's still loyal to the village. And seeing that he was still loyal to Konoha made her at ease. Yujiro looked at Naruto oddly as she studied him, his long hair, the armor that he wore, his whisker marks and his eyes. "Why are you staring at me?" Naruto asked as he stared back at her. Yujiro looked away as she realized that she had been caught staring at him. Being caught in the act was somewhat embarrassing. However, it seemed like Naruto wasn't bothered by her staring. "How long have I been out?" Yujiro asked quietly. "2 nights," Naruto replied as he looked at the water. Yujiro nodded with a sigh. Naruto was the one who saved her, but who cleaned her up, changed her clothes and bandaged her? "Are you the one that did this?" Yujiro asked as she narrowed her eyes at her body. Naruto turned to look back at the woman. Yujiro turned and looked back at him, figured that he did not understand what she meant. "Did you bandage me up?" she asked. "Yes," Naruto replied. Yujiro looked away with a blush spreading on her cheeks, with the thought of Naruto cleaning her wound, bandaging her up, and changing even her clothes. He had to have seen her naked body if he did that. He could have done a lot of things, and she could never tell because she was out cold. She then looked at Naruto and saw the blank expression on his face as she brushed all of her thoughts away. As she sighed and thanked that she was still alive, her comrades' sacrifices were not for nothing. She lived to see another day. "Thank you for saving me." Yujiro thanked Naruto with a genuine smile. "If you had been someone else, I would have just left you there," Naruto said flatly. "Why did you save me? Is it because I'm from Konoha?" Yujiro asked. As she was curious, she was wondering why would he save her if he would have left someone else there. "Even if you were a Konoha shinobi, I would allow you to die," Naruto said. That means he didn't even care if they were from Konoha or not. "However, you are like Kakashi. Both of you watch over me to the best of your abilities and even intervene when the villagers try to get physical with me," Naruto stated. Naruto didn't really say anything to anyone, but he never forget what people did for him in his younger days. This is why today he can call Shikamaru a true friend, because Shikamaru befriended him just to make him get over his loneliness. As Shikamaru wasn't forced and did not have any other reason to befriend him. Kakashi on the other hand kept a careful eye on him because he was a student of Minato. And Yujiro tried her best to fend the villagers off of him because she thought that the boy deserved much better treatment. She also cared for his well-being. Yujiro nodded as she understood. She then looked around and asked something that was bugging her. "Where are we going?" she asked. "The hidden village in the mist," Naruto replied. "No, I cannot go to the mist. I need to go back to Konoha and give my report." If she did not go back to Konoha quickly, they would think that she was dead because she was officially out of the village on a mission. She had to go back to the village and make a report, and right now, the Mist Village is in the middle of a civil war. "I am aware that the Mist Village is in the middle of a civil war. It is why I am going there," said Naruto. "Tsunade can wait for your report. You can return to Konoha after this boat reaches the mist." Yujiro nodded. "Why are you going to the mist?" she asked. "I am going to test a few things." As she did not bother asking him, there was a few minutes of silence. As Yujiro didn't like it. "Where have you been for the past 2 years? Jiraiya has been looking for you, and Tsunade has every Anvu outside of Konoha looking for your whereabouts," Yujiro asked as she looked at Naruto. "I was training somewhere safe," he said, as he did not take his eyes off the sea. As he was getting tired of sitting on the boat was not fast enough. Uchiha went quiet again as she thought it was best to just sit there. Looking at Naruto, he seemed to enjoy the silence, as she found it curious why he wasn't asking how things were going in Konoha. Did he really didn't just care? Or did he already knew what was going on? As he spent 2 days of traveling in the ocean with Naruto, Uchiha found it interesting and relaxing as she learned a few things about Naruto in their conversation. He was very calm even when large sea waves threatened to sink their boat. He never panicked. The only thing she saw on his face was annoyance, as he didn't like the large wave, as it was really annoying him. She was alarmed, thinking that they would sink in the middle of the ocean, but when she saw Naruto, she just decided to calm down after seeing the expression on his face. It was just nothing. He wasn't scared. She had also asked him a few questions about his father, and she could tell that he did not acknowledge Minato as his father. Even if he was alive, Naruto wouldn't waste his breath speaking to him. As soon as they reached, Naruto jumped off of the boat as he took up his gunbei and placed it on his back. As they started to walk towards the mist, Uchiha followed Naruto, as Naruto intended to help the rebels in their war against the Mizukage. As Naruto spoke as if he could end the war by himself, something that was impossible for her to believe. Nevertheless, she felt that she had to see what he could do. She would go back to Konoha as soon as she's done observing him. In addition, she has never been to the mist before, as she wants to see the nation that has more bloodline users than any other villages. However, that had all gone to the civil war, as the bloodline users are fighting the others without bloodline. There was also an elite force that was called the 7th Great Swordsman of the Mist. Naruto noticed that Uchiha was following him, so she decided to postpone her trip back to Konoha to give her report, thought Naruto. Naruto walked calmly through the mist, as he knew where the rebel camp was placed, as he had Zetsu come here and do investigation on the place and come back and give him all of the information. Uchiha walked closely behind Naruto as his armor clanged with sound. Her senses were on high alert as she could barely see in the thick mist. She did not know which direction they were taking. With the mist so dense, she would be easy to ambush. But she was not taking any chances. But Naruto was just walking without any care in the world. He did not seem to be on alert or looking around. His head just faced the same direction that he took. He did not seem to care about anyone else. Naruto then glanced to the right as Uchiha stopped, seeing him stop, as someone was following them, as Naruto noticed this a while ago. But it was really annoying, so he thought that they would just go away, but they kept on following them. As Uchiha then blinked as Naruto was gone, as she looked around, she then heard someone hissing out in pain as she rushed over to see Naruto holding the ninja by his neck, lifting him up in the air. Naruto then activated his Mangekyou as the man's eyes turned into Mangekyou as well, as he was now under Naruto's control. Hurt yourself, Naruto commanded. Uchiha did not understand the situation in front of her, but she did not like it. Naruto was just being cruel. The man stabbed himself in the stomach with his own kunai. As Naruto smirked, he then grabbed the man's neck again and snapped it and walked away. Was that really necessary, Naruto? Uchiha asked. Yes, Naruto replied. Uchiha decided to keep her thoughts to herself, as she let it go before she annoyed Naruto. After what seemed to be an hour, the two of them finally left the mist, as Uchiha was now at Naruto's right side. As there was two large gates, the village that they were in was known as Kiri, as Naruto knew that the rebels control this side of the village. Their camps wasn't here, but this was just the entrance. With the patrol guards, it was the right-hand man of the boss, a man with an eye patch, as he had an implanted Byakugan under it, as he could see clearly through the mist, so he was patrolling. There are two people coming to the gates, a man and a woman, Ao said to his guards. The guards got ready, as Yakura, the three-tailed Jinchuriki, and his army had used sneak attack like this and tried to take out the rebels. As the two people walked out of the dense mist, Ao's eyes widened when he saw the large chakra coils inside of the man. He has never seen large chakra coils like that before, never in his life. As with those large chakra coils, there was no telling about how endless this man's chakra was. Ao studied the female. Judging from her chakra and movements, she was a Jonin level Kunoichi. Get ready, they are getting close, Ao said in a serious tone. Should they be our enemies, I will take on the male. You guys take on the female. Yes sir, the guard said. Naruto and Uchiha walked to the gates at a relaxed pace. They had reached. There was no use running now. Naruto knew what to expect at the gates. Zetsu had given him all of the informations and about the rebel and their leader. Halt! Ao yelled. State your business, Ao commanded. Naruto and Uchiha were in front of Ao, as his rest of his mans were hiding in the bushes, ready to take actions if they seemed to be threats. Ao quickly recognized the Konoha protector on Naruto's forehead, and he recognized the sharingan. Last time he heard about the Uchihas was that the clan had been massacred, none other by a Uchiha known as Itachi Uchiha. Naruto looked the man up and down. Take me to your leader, Naruto stated. Tell me why you're here, Ao asked. And who are you? Uchiha Naruto, Uzumaki Naruto. Call me whatever pleases you. I don't really mind, Naruto replied. As Uchiha noticed that Naruto did not mention Naruto Namikaze, meaning that he do not accept the name Namikaze. What does a Konoha shinobi want with my leader? Ao questioned. He was not going to allow anyone to get to his leader without finding out who they was. He wanted to take part in your war. In the rebel forces, Uchiha answered, feeling like Naruto did not like to be questioned. Ao narrowed his one eye suspiciously at the two. Why? How do I know that you don't want to assassinate our leader? Ao, said Naruto, revealing that he knew the man. I do not assassinate. That is just a weak man way of killing. And if I wanted to kill Mei, I would have just killed you all here and marched into your camp and kill her, Naruto replied. Ao looked at Naruto carefully. How did he know about me and our leader? That means that he had intel on them. As Ao then looked at Uchiha, in her eyes, she seemed like a good person. Looks could be deceiving, but for someone like him, he could tell these things. But he could not say that Naruto was a good person. If he really wanted to help, it is not to him to accept or refuse. What is your name? Ao asked as he looked at Uchiha. Uzuki Uchiha. Uchiha replied with a smile. Fine, I will let you see my. But, said Ao, if you attempt to do anything, as he got closer to Naruto, I will kill you myself and the young lady, he said with a dangerous look on his face. Naruto would have been amused if the man only threatened to kill him, but he threatened to kill Uchiha, the person who he had saved. If he did that, his save was for nothing, as Naruto's left eye looked at Ao dangerously. If you say things like that again, I will make sure that you wouldn't be able to mutter another word, Naruto said in a calm but rather dangerous tone nonetheless. As Ao could feel himself trembling all over, this kid just made him feel pure fear. Okay, follow me, said Ao, as Naruto and Yu-Gi-Oh followed behind him. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notification so you posted. Remember, share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And if you haven't yet, switch across and check out the playlist and enjoy from part 1. And if you're a new viewer and this is the first time you hear my voice, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Unmaking family and be a part of the channel. And also, go ahead and check out my main channel, Anime King. I'll be leaving a link in top of the description and I'll be posting 2 What If tonight. So go ahead and enjoy. And thank you guys for your support and help. But I'm out for now. Peace.